Are we ready for this? I don't think we're ready for what could be the hardest episode in all of Zeus. Tenedos is the perfect site for a military base, but it is not well suited for much else. We're fucked. Hiya Borkers, I'm Jalen Fulf, and welcome back to Zeus, Master of Olympus. Last time we were here, we successfully taken back the Palladium from Troy, one of the first steps in weakening the city. But in doing so, we have removed Odysseus from Ithaca, and in doing so, Penelope, his wife, has had to scale back Ithaca and remove Ithaca from the world just to make sure that without Odysseus, Ithaca cannot survive. And thus, in doing so, we lose Ithaca for the rest of this campaign. Now, here's a thing I want to do. Here's a thing. We're going to be doing a lot in this episode. We're doing a lot in this episode, and this is going to be a given. So let's see what happens in our missions ahead, and let's see what is offered here.
Colchis the Seer had this to say. To successfully conquer Troy, you'll need the help of the hero Achilles. Achilles was once a willing participant in the war, but Agamemnon managed to offend him somehow. Heroes can be so touchy. You'll have to gently convince him to return to the fray, and maybe the gods will help you convince Achilles to fight. While you try to convince Achilles to return to the fighting, you should build Tenedos into a strong military base that will help you conquer Troy. Since it is devoid of natural resources, you'll have to rely on others to acquire the goods you need for the city. You can always ask your friends for the supplies you need, and you can, of course, raid your rivals. Naturally, Troy won't stand idly by and let you build a military stronghold in its backyard. The Trojans just might turn to their favorite son, Hector, to cause you trouble. Of course, the big, strong Hector is a favorite with Aphrodite.
Remember that Colchis also prophesied that many men will be old and gray before they return home. Building a military base that can challenge Troy will take a long time. So here's what we're going to do in this adventure. We have to slay a monster, and I do believe that because Aphrodite is mentioned in here, her monster is going to be featured in here. And if I recall correctly, we're going to be dealing with Hector. We're gonna have to go ahead and rule Larnessus. Wonder who that is. We're gonna have to support 32 hoplites or better, and I do have some housing blocks in stock that we can definitely work with here. But as far as we'll be needing that. We're gonna be fulfilling a forthcoming request, which I do believe we need Achilles for. And finally, we need to rule Kyme, which I believe we already did in the last episode, but I believe as far as this is concerned, if I recall correctly, or if I'm certain, Troy losing their most vital allies is painful for them, and in doing so, will stop at nothing to try and take back what is theirs. And as such, this is probably what we're going to end up having to face in this little adventure, ruling Kyme. Now, onward to the city. So let me pause here real quick while I set this up. So let's see what we got for stuff here. There's not much in terms of what we can do for resources, as the thing says. We won't be dealing with too much in this adventure, given the situation. We still have a little bit of a thing here we can work with. I can probably build like a sanctuary over here. There is a sanctuary that I want to put in too. That's a given. And there's a little other area over here we can use for elite housing. Down here we can probably put some common housing. Although the beach side here is going to be a problem So I think what I'm going to end up doing is set up my common housing close to the waters, where we could eventually end up having my trading posts. So in the end, let's see what we end up with. I'm going to start with... This thing says, Tenedos is considered one of the, if not the hardest episodes in Zeus. Success in Tenedos, devoid of natural resources. You'll soon receive the goods set aside in the prior episode. So, if I recall correctly, we will be getting wheat, olive oil, wine, fleece? Hang on a sec, I do have it here. Wood, fleece, olive... Alright. Wood, fleece, olive oil, wheat, and armor. Alright, so that can be settled. That can definitely be settled. So, I'm gonna go ahead and set up some things. First, storage units. I believe it's set... Hang on a sec. Alright, so for 64 sheaves of wheat, I want to set this up as our little ramp area to the elite housing. So for 64 sheaves of wheat, we're going to have 2 granaries here, and those granaries can only accept wheat. We're also going to get fleece, 32 of them to be exact, and that's how many the storehouse can accept. 32 skeins of fleece. We're also going to be accepting armor. 24 of them to be exact. That's what we're going to accept here, the 24 armor. We'll definitely be needing armor here as well. And finally, we'll be needing olive oil and wood, which this house can accept as well. So, wood, olive oil. And we'll definitely be needing wood for this next one, considering that one of the sanctuaries we could probably achieve here is Hephaestus. And Hephaestus actually offers us bronze. Hephaestus offers us bronze. We'll definitely be using him on the long run. We're going to be turning Tenedos into a military base for our city. The resource that we need, since we're losing a lot of our stuff. But in the meantime, with those set up, also, maintenance office, don't forget, safety first. And roadblocks, given that we need to set up here and here. I also want to set up my palace, given that this area is basically going to... Wow. Given this place, given we're going to need our tax office in the big area here. Now, we're on our way. Here's the deal. We're on our way to completing this, but we still need that housing. So I will catch you guys once we've built the house. Okay, so what I've done here is I've set up... Okay, so what I've done here is the efficient space that I have right here was enough to essentially put me in with using a housing block provided by Zeus Heaven user or Heaven Games user, I think it is. Senate no pun intended. And what he did was he set up an outer road here, an inner road here, and houses along this edge. The usefulness of this is that normally you would not be able to set up houses on the corners like this. This is where the outer edge comes into play, and is useful here. There's an empty space here that I'm missing, and that's because there's a monument needed in this one to bring the full housing block to its full potential. So I want to get this housing block to its max possible. Now, some other things to note. This does not include a drama school or college, which will be placed here later down the line when we're ready for culture venues. Gymnasium is going to cover that much. I've also set up trading units for, I believe it's Miletos, Kaime, Ethiopia, and Aulis. Aulis because we're going to start selling armor to them. And then Miletos, Kaime, and Ethiopia because we're going to start selling resources for them for some profit. Not only that, but we're also going to be working towards buying bronze from them as well. We're going to need that down the line to make the armor. So there's some trading ports for you. Of course, we're unfortunately setting up along the beach side here, which does kind of suck considering this is beach area and we cannot build anything on the beach, if I recall correctly. So this is bad. This is definitely bad. But I'm sure we'll be setting things up soon. But now that we're at it, here's what's next. I want to set up a monument here later down the line when we get to it. I believe population is going to be the first one. So let's unpause, let the citizens roll in. We are going to need workers, yes. And I do believe the people are going to come in through here, and they're going to set up early here. So, as that's going on, I'm going to talk a little bit. This series has one more episode after this, and that is the ultimate goal of just ruling over everything, including Troy itself. I do not think I'm going to be prepared for this, considering this particular mission has to come first, and this is the most difficult one according to this here. I have tributes from Pergamum and Kaime, and I'm accepting drachma from Miletos and Ethiopia. Excellent. So I am getting money. That's a given. I'm still getting money from those tributes. So I'm gonna let them roll in. They're gonna fill up the workforce. We need 216 to be exact, and that's definitely gonna fill up the workforce, definitely. Later down the line, I'm gonna see to it that we're fledgling village now boasts a population of 100 people. Yes. And I actually have prepared the block for a large population. Unemployment will always be a problem with these housing blocks, definitely. But in the meantime, how far are we going to go with this? I am going to be getting the stock from our last mission, so I don't need to do much except wait for these guys. Although now that I think about it, thank you, Alice, for all of my goods. 12 suits? What? Are you giving me the other 12 suits later? Oh, they're just giving me something to start off with. Okay. And then they're gonna get the rest later on. Okay, so now we get the fleece, the olive oil, the wood, and I'm pretty sure the rest of the armor is going to come later. Why am I getting 12 now instead of the 24 that we started with earlier? That's my confusion. Oh yeah, food's going to be going like rabbits right now. That's something I also forgot. They're going to jump from shacks to hovels, not shacks, huts to hovels right away because of the culture. And then I believe they're gonna go up to tenements from the fleece. Yep, tenements from all the fleece. I'm sure some of these are not going to exactly be... Yeah, over here. Some of the buildings in the area have reduced the neighborhood's appeal. And this is where the monument comes in when we get to it later. I want to get my workforce up first before we do anything. Alright, so now that that's done, let's set up my culture venues. So let's start building a college here. Actually, let's build it down here as we get closer to the area. College here. I don't know if that's going to affect anything. It's not. And then drama school here. Get that taken care of. Of course, with all those culture venues, you know. More culture, more influence, am I right? Greeks have always been known for their various other things like philosophy, theater, athletics. What else? What else? But I think these guys are pretty much just trying to limit us here, and I can agree with that. Gift of olives. Wish to give me a gift of 24 jars of olives. Interesting. So we're definitely going to need another storehouse to store all that while we use up. So let's accept olives and then start producing. So that sets up that until the appeal of the neighborhood increases. Some of those are already at townhouses. That's going to be a given. But again, we're trying to max out the block as it currently is. But that reminds me, though. That reminds me, I do have to start buying marble. I do have to start buying now, because we're going to get some serious workforce out of the way. Oh yeah, that's a large unemployment rate. Hang on, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself situated with the next housing block. I will catch you guys after we get to that. Okay, so this is a decent start for our estate block. I have this set up very conveniently. Hold on a sec. This is a estate block, the start of an estate block brought on, or at least uploaded, or not exactly uploaded, or conceived by Heaven Games user Nero Wood. And I'm going to provide the name in a title down below my screen, down below my face cam, for you guys to look at. If only the website were at an active user base, I'd be able to thank them proper. But no. Now that we're done with that, let's unpause. The workforce should be able to come up here soon. Gymnasium's already loaded. Philosophy and theater don't have necessarily anybody yet, so we're going to work off of that. But here's the other thing. Do we have enough room? It is gonna necessarily take from our supplies if we do this. Plus, we don't have food. We do not have food. Damn it. I just remembered something. Oh, excellent, excellent. Okay, so now we have our population thing. Let's go ahead and build our monument. The population monument go right here. That's going to increase the appeal over here. And in turn, those houses go up. But now we need more room for olive oil. These guys need olive oil. Are we running out? I don't think we're running out. We'll worry about that another time.
Hey, could we some of the spinning, please? The spinning is really making me ill here.
Now, back to this. The elite housing. Do we need appeal? Build this home in a high appeal area? We'll work on that. We'll work on that, my friend. We'll work on that. Monuments are going to come later. So, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh no. Oh no. Troy, do we seriously need to do this now? I just recall that if we actually do need all of those... Wait, I just remembered. That maintenance guy is basically going to wander. I don't want that. I'm gonna roadblock here as well. We're gonna set up another storehouse up here. In turn, that's gonna require us to set up another maintenance office down here, because we're gonna set up a storehouse over here to accept the sculpture that we're getting as tribute. That sculpture we're gonna need for a specific area. Do we have marble? We have marble, but is that enough that we need for Hephaestus? Let's see. Hephaestus. Forge of Hephaestus needs 13. And how much am I storing here? I'm storing 12. Let's go up to 16. We'll need that. Now, how about that armory? How about those armories? I do not wish to have an armory set up near here. I want them set up down here where the citizens are. So, maintenance office. And now we set up our armories. And of course, these guys are going to go over and take our bronze, bring them over here. That should be good. How many bronze is it going to take anyways? Is this going to take 3, 4? Question mark? That's something I'll have to worry about another time. Okay, so with the savior of the city, we have to build a monument up here. And I do recall... Yeah, we'll definitely have room for a monument there. And that's gonna set up down here. Right here. That's gonna set up the appeal there. We'll have a decent start to our elite housing. 2 crates of food. And we're out of food already. Who sells? Who sells? Who sells the food? Who sells the food? I don't want to start asking for food here. Miletos sells wheat. We can do that. Who else? Aulus sells wheat. I want to start buying from them. Alright, so eventually that'll start setting up for other shit. Now, I believe this is the ship from Miletos giving us our wheat. Alright, now that that's in storage, let's do this. Once it starts saying, yeah. Now, is this too distant? Too distant and no supply. I do believe the food is also going to be too distant anyways, to begin with. So I think once that's a thing... Yeah, they're out of food. Everybody's going to run out of food very quickly, and we're going to lose workers. Damn it. I'm wasting food on my... That's the 6th there.
How can I be a spear carrier when
And then and here comes the 4 here. Gift of wine from Lemnos. Okay, so we're gonna set up wine. And 2 crates of food. That's gonna set up later. So let me go ahead and start building some stuff. Roadblocks. Big roadblocks.
I am Athena. Worship me, and a sacred grove will grace your city.
Storehouse. Maintenance office, wherever you can put that. And this is going to be the one to accept wine. Also, I just realized that given that storehouse opened before I could even do anything about it, unnecessary materials are going to go over there. 2,000 residents. So let's set up another monument. Accept. Another elite housing. And in between there is going to be our population monument. So while we wait for that to set up, let's go ahead and put this in place. Then wait for these guys. Then this. And then this. Plus we also have enough room for all that. Oh. Right. I'm gonna be short one. I'm gonna be definitely short one after that. I didn't think this through. 1 skein of fleece. We're out of fleece. Who buys? Who sells? Who sells? Who sells the fleece? Who sells the fleece? I need it. Who sells fleece? Sells. Sparta sells fleece. But we have a land one to Pergamum, but that's not going to give us any hope. What we really need is a pier. Where's the pier to? The pier's to Sparta. I swear to God we're out of room. Oh, no we're not, no we're not. No we're not. We'll go here. Right. Roadblock. Maintenance office. Excellent. And then we'll buy fleece from you. But now we need all this extra stuff. How are we gonna do it? One of you sells fish, doesn't it? Lemnos. Yeah. And I... bribe. That gives us another monument to work with. There we go. Another monument, another day. I'm definitely going to be short one company, at least. So let's set up another batch of elite housing. And we're going to be short one. That's fine. That's a given. That's definitely a given that we're going to be short one. But now what about the goods?
Discover more about a person in an hour of play than in a year of conversation.
We don't have goods to work with. Well, that's a given. The armor's too distant for these guys. Let's just start making another storehouse and accept armor here. Or storehouse, get armor. And then once we filled up with all of this, we can then accept. Although I'm not technically sure if the goodsman's gonna take from there, even though I'm still not sure about that. Accept. How are we doing on marble? Oh! Oh, right. Let's set up another storehouse. Storehouse here. Accept only marble. Perfect. Because then that guy doesn't have to worry about just staying there. We need foob. We need foob. We're running low on food. Of course, we're definitely certain that we're going to be having a bit of a problem in terms of food here. These hardy citizens probably won't need much. Oh, gift of marble already. Excellent. And in that case, with that out of the way, let's start setting up for Hephaestus. Of course, we're running low on workers again. Time for the food.
Have you ever seen more solid buildings? Archimedes would be proud.
Alright. Food. Oh, wait, she's taking from... Oh, she's taking from there. That's perfect. That's an alternative. I'll take it. I'll take it. But I would prefer that she take from here, too.
There is never a genius without a teacher.
So how many companies is that? Each of these is going to take 2 companies. We only need to support 32 hoplites. So in turn, each of those is going to take 2 hoplites to start.
My dearest, worship me, and I'll make your soldiers.
All right, let's buy. Start buying the armor. Eventually, we're not going to need all that wood. Let me see. What do we need over here? 12 loads of wood. We have 16. 6 sculptures. We have 8. And 44 slabs of marble that we're importing. How many workers do we have? 47? Let's just set up a few artisan guilds. We're going to need all that. We're going to need all that work anyways. So let's see. Mythology. Artisans Guild. And we're going to set up... here, here, and here. Maintenance guy, you can definitely extend your reach here. And let's add one more. Why not? Let's add one more. Bribe. Oh, we have more monuments. Perfect. So I think what I'm going to do... This is going to be 4 in the end. 8. That's a full company. So 2 of these is going to make a full company. Two of these is going to make a full company. So we have 6 along here. That's going to make 3. This is going to be another 3, making 5. 2 making 5, sorry. 7, 9. I'm going to go ahead and make a monument here. I'm going to go ahead and set up my monument here. The reason being, we don't have room, we don't have We don't have the necessary materials. I'm gonna be doing some modifications here just to make this work. Couple hedge mazes to get things going. We should be good in the end. Oh, gift of wine from Mycenae. We don't have the room for it. Can we sell wine, though? Who buys it? Miletos for 24. And Ethiopia for 12. But we also need that wine for our citizens, so let's not sell, actually. I'm going to set up an extra storehouse that also accepts the wine. Oh, but then I might do a disservice here by not putting down stuff that could actually work. In doing so, I'm going to put down some benches. Then again, come to think of it, no, I don't think... No, this one doesn't really require anything in the dead center. If there were appeal problems, they would tell us. Take the wine, thank you. And now that we think about it, let's... These guys are gonna get armor, correct. I'll let them build up. We do not have marble for the year. We're not low on marble, that's a given. But I don't think... Yeah, it would need to go here. Pergamum under attack. Most honored Jalen, I, Nestor, humble governor of your colony, Pergamum, am at my wit's end. The army of our rival, Larnessus, is on its way here to attack us, and I don't have enough troops of my own to defeat them. You are my only hope. I'm begging you to send me some troops within 5 months to help turn back the foe. Dispatch, and let's send both of mine. No forces needed. Hold on. Larnessus, they're too strong. We're gonna lose Pergamum. But in the end, though, Tenedos isn't necessarily trading with them, so that's kind of a given. Also, Hector isn't slain yet. Larnessus, 32 hoplites. Fulfill a forthcoming quest. Kaime is gonna be invaded, definitely. City doesn't have enough food, but we're buying it, aren't we? Oh, we must be low for the time being. Can we ask the lady not to go that direction? It's too far for her. What alternative food sources do we have? I mean, Larnessus is going to give us meat. Lemnos is going to give us fish. I don't think we have enough room for another pier, unless... Something I'll have to figure out later. Fish from Argos. Excellent. We've got food. We've got food. Let me go ahead and change this out. We're going to accept fish here and fish here. Just as a holdover until the food goes back. Because we definitely need food. We definitely need the food.
Worship me, and I'll make your soldiers find great strength.
Okay, guys, compare the start of our mission here, compare the start of our adventure to the end of our, to now, and look at how much we have. See, this is why we needed to prepare. This is exactly why we need to prepare, and Hephaestus was needed. Now, let me go back to, we're done with Nerowood. Let me go back to this. What does it say next? Is a fleet of triremes. You'll have to wait 6 or 7 years for Hector's invasion and the quest to become available. During this time, survival depends on following a sound strategy. So all you need to do is just wait for the other things to happen. Wait for the other shit to happen, and then we'll get going. I seriously hope Pergamum's gonna survive this. I don't think I sent enough troops for all that. Take the drachma, thank you. I need the money. Matter of fact, let's start buying. Let's start taking in goods. Oh, now I need to buy olive oil. Now I seriously need to buy olive oil. We're running low on the olive oil department. Who sells it? Olive sells olives. Perfect. And that in turn will run well with our olive presses here. And we're running low on the workforce again. Right. This is what I get for not paying attention to the olive oil. This is what I get for not paying attention to my goods. The troops you sent were not enough to strike down our enemy. And they... Well then. We just lost a good ally. We weren't trading with them here, so all I can really do is conquer. But that'll have to wait because I still need the citizens in here too.
Build me a pyre to roast my friends upon.
Get the last of the armor here, and then once they pick up that, I hope that's the guy collecting the armor. Where's he going? You're going to storehouse from storehouse, so you're picking up armor, it looks like. Gift of... Oh, because you want to be taken back. Oh no, another one? Larnessus. Oh no, we're gonna lose Ethiopia already. Everybody is going after each other. How are we going to do all of this? Enlist Ares' sons, enlist the lions, enlist the victors. Please, just get everybody over there. now that we have that, just don't accept. Don't accept. I want to start accepting something else. What do I want to start accepting? Well, come to think of it, we need a place for wheat. So I think a good spot would have to be accepting bronze, extra bronze that we don't need. I'm still worried that we're going to lose our allies. We're going to be losing our allies big time. And I'm losing money too. God damn it. I need this place to become a powerhouse. Seriously. But I don't think it's going to be working. I don't think it's working. Okay, so I may as well just not con it. Oh, bribe. Any place need appeal? More culture venues. A stadium is needed. A stadium is needed.
I have come down from
So, I think what I can definitely do... Let's expand this maintenance guy's route. And set up a stadium down here. Perfect! Hold on. Actually, not here. Because I think Narrowwood's 20 estate block is going to provide us something. Hang on a sec. There has to be a stadium in the city somewhere connected to the exit road on top left to ensure the gymnasium walkers pass all estates. Do I have the room for it, though? Is the question. Do I have the room for it? Alright, let me get rid of this. And then set this up. It would be perfect down here, right? Perfect up there. Set up the road. And then the maintenance guy can go up here. Safety first, as always. And that'll work out in the end. That'll definitely work out. This ensures that these gymnasts down here get up there. And if we think about it, if we're also getting competitors from down here as well, this can ensure not only extra culture down here, but also these guys will actually be coming up through here, which gives extra room for all these guys. But another thing to worry about are the horses. To fully develop these guys into estates, we need to get horses. But the goal specifically says, if we look here, support 32 hoplites or better. We only need hoplites, not horsemen. So was it necessary to include all of those horse trainers? Probably not. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of all the I just got rid of a path. That's what I'm going to do. Get rid of all these horse trainers. I don't need them. I don't need them.
I have come down from Mount Olympus.
so with that all set, got the hoplites in play. More armor needed, definitely.
Build me a pyre to roast my friends upon.
Now, are we certain that these guys need more armor, or... Your forces arrived in time and our combined armies were able to defend my city, so Ethiopia is saved. How many did we lose in the process? How many did we lose in the process?
Build me a pyre to roast my friends upon.
Not too bad, not too bad. We didn't lose many at all. That'll work out in the end. I'm gonna set up more armory since we have all that extra bronze on our side.
You've provoked me, you sniveling lout! Prepare to cross swords with Ares!
Great! Great! Now we're dealing with this guy. And now Miletos is under attack. Enlist all, we have the strength to combat. Let's do this. Get everybody out of the way. This guy's gonna be some trouble. Oh, good God.
My dearest, worship me, and I'll make your soldiers.
I wonder if
shine
she's
with
gonna
strength.
take out Ares from here. Wonder if she's gonna take out Ares. But I don't think she's close enough for that. So maintenance. And that's a big loss too. Maintenance. Too close to enemy troops. Holy shit. I might have set up over here. And then we'll go ahead and set up another armory. The fuck? Yeah, I don't think Athena's gonna be our savior here. Talos could be when we get Hephaestus back. Take the marble, take the drachma. I need to fucking get my colony back. Everything's gone. Just gone at this point. Armory, please. Where are you? Where are you destroying? Holy shit.
Feel the edge of my blade, you detestable sloth!
So are you leaving? Take. Thank you. Wait, Salamis? Salamis? Sells fish. Holy shit. Also, we just lost a source of... Where was that pier to? That was to Sparta, wasn't it? Who was giving us fleece and marble. That's a major loss. I'm gonna cut the marble for now, because I think we have enough. Let me just double check. Yeah, we just need the 4 slabs of marble and we'll be good. Talos is gonna be a big one to come across. Hang on a sec. Who is... Ethiopia, we don't need you anymore. For now. Let's just sell wine to you. Let's just go ahead and sell our wine. And who else was buying wine? You? We'll do that. We'll do that. Because I definitely need some... Oh my god. No access to road. Oh my fucking god. Y'all are fucking savage. I'll say that much. Now, let's go back a conquer, and we need Pergamum back. And what we have left of these guys, let's enlist all and just... I don't need support right now. Let's just dispatch without support. Hephaestus' sanctuary now stands as a monument to fine craftsmanship. In gratitude for your worship, the Smith of Heaven has brought forth from the earth great deposits of copper for your use. And as he does in his forge, he will control fire in your city, preventing your buildings from burning down. But what is interesting as well is that if we need it, like if we have troops coming in, a god is invading. I don't know if he'll do anything about gods, but we'll pray to Hephaestus, and he'll bring in Talos. So now that we have the resources that we need, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this episode, because I am really, really pissed about that moment from Ares. So I'm going to go ahead and build a maintenance office. We're done with the artisans guilds for now. We're done with the artisans. So now that we have that in place, let's go ahead and build our foundries. Foundry here, foundry here, foundry here, and foundry here. We're going to go all around. That's a given. And not only that, we have enough to supply ourselves with extra bronze. So I think with all that set in stone, we do not necessarily need all that bronze to begin with. We can just stop buying and start getting them to storehouses. Because now we can make our own.
I have come down from Mount Olympus.
Alright, so Miletos is done. So now, about the rest. I think all we have left is to slay, fulfill, and rule. I think what we're going to do next is, as we pick up armor, we're going to go ahead and start doing the Larnessus mission. So let's go ahead and... Oh. I'm going to wait for my troops to come back. That is, unless someone else needs my help again.
Anyone seen my spear? How can I be a spear carrier without my spear?
I need more armories. I need more armories. Most martial Jalen, our army was victorious at Pergamum. Okay. So our colony's back. Perfect. Oh yeah. For sacrifices, they're gonna need food. That's right. Great. Another invasion. I'll deal with them first before we go conquering again. Actually, you guys can turn right back around because we need you for Larnessus. Enlist all, but do not enlist Kaime or anybody else. I've got plenty of the troops I need.
I have come down from Mount Olympus.
So next we need to rule Larnessus, because if we don't do this fast, they're going to just keep attacking. They're just going to attack everybody. And we don't want that now, do we? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna need another. We're gonna have another company ready too. I think I overprepared myself for this. Also, now we don't have the stuff anymore. The what is it? The artisans anymore. We don't necessarily need that extra space for the maintenance guys, so all we can do is just push the roadblock back, and there we go. Take this. How are we doing on our housing? Excellent. Production's working good. We got ourselves a decent workflow. Actually, we don't need Kaime anymore. We can just wait until that bronze is gone. Yes, take it, because then that's going to be useful for our armor. Let me just get bronze now, because we're gonna, yeah, this is gonna be our last set of bronze before we start doing shit. And 2 places for bronze. This bribe. So yeah. Kaime, we're gonna stop trading with. Miletos, we still have to trade our wheat. Although we could start doing someone else. We could start doing someone else. Salamis is selling fish.
My dearest, worship me, and I'll make your soldiers find great strength.
Oh, but who buys sculpture? We're gonna be selling sculpture like magnets here if we don't go fast. Who buys sculpture? No one. No one buys sculpture. Great! Lots of sculpture and none to go around. Hold on a second, though. Who could use it, actually? Who could definitely use it? Although, a Scania. We can start gifting to a Scan... No. I'll gift to Lemnos. Lemnos gets sculpture. Then Ethiopia gets sculpture. Bad news, our army has been defeated at the Greek city of Larnessus. Its ruler, Minos, has thwarted our goal of crushing them under our sandal. God damn it. This is probably why we needed more troops. Although, I think that's what our quest is about. Hang on a sec. If you can meet these requirements before the quest is announced, you'll be able to summon Achilles in no time. This is important because the vicious Trojan hero Hector will shortly invade your city, and he will do major damage until Achilles appears. With Hector slain, the military power of Larnessus will decline, and you'll be able to conquer them. Okay. So. I just did a fuck up. I just did a fuck up to finish off this series. Or at least this episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick save. Because this is where we're gonna stop. Given the fact that I just fucked up immediately. And that's going to do it for today's episode of Zeus, Master of Olympus. Next time we see each other, we've got the quest, we've got Hector coming in, and not only that, but with Hector gone, we're going to be able to conquer Larnessus in big time. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, leave a like, post your comments, hit subscribe to that notification bell, share this video with your friends, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Until next time.